Okay, so I wanted to do a Zoom on social media because a lot of things have been changing. And hold on, that was aggravating me. Okay, sorry. A lot of things have been changing with the algorithms. And what that means is, okay, you used to be able to, post all day long. And we used to say the more you post, the more people are going to see it. You want to do your 3-3 rules, but that is not so much a case anymore. Um, there's a lot of tips that John Eric, he's like a social media guru. If you don't know who he is, he used to be with It Works, and we've all learned a lot from him. And he has some videos that you can actually watch that are training videos that he has open for just this week. I forget what day it ends. I think it's the end of this week. And once all of it ends, I think the only other way you can see any of this stuff is to pay for his training that he does, which I'm actually looking into doing it myself because I want to learn more, because there's so many things you can learn about social media. But if you don't know me, I think I know everyone's faces on here now, but if you don't know me, I'm Amber. I'm a triple diamond. I have built, I'd say 90% of my business through social media. I do have a local team that's growing pretty big now, but a lot of them are closer friends and family that took a while watching me. So everybody else I built from social media. Even some of them who watched me on social media, because we didn't connect until, recent as they signed up. But I have seen social media change completely just in the last 2 years. And so many rules have changed, all kinds of stuff. So it's important to keep up with as much training as you can. And you can go to YouTube and search for any of this. You can search, all kinds of different things for social media, how to build followers, how to get more engagements, all kinds of stuff. So that's something you can research if that's what you're really wanting to focus your social media on. I have done most of mine on Instagram, but Facebook is something I have been growing recently. I have been doing it through my personal page. I will just go ahead and say this. A lot of people, there's different views on business pages and personal pages. When John Eric talked about this, and from my experience, you only want to have a business page if you are going to put the money into boosting your ads. If you're not going to put money into boosting your ads, it doesn't matter how hard you work on it. It is going to be very hard to grow, because when you have an audience on a personal page, they said they see between 10 to 15% of the posts that you make. On a business page, only 1% sees your posts. So the only way to really get engagement from anybody is to boost posts, like ads, pay for an ad. Now I have done it. It gets pricey, and I have signed plenty of people from them. I don't want to say plenty, like it takes a lot of time following up with them, paying for the advertisement. So it's just, if that's something you're looking to do and put money into it and build quick, I know you're able to do that, but you still have to stay on them with following up and writing those potentials down. And it is something you have to put money into. In 2 years, I'm just now getting I think I'm up to like 4,000 likes, and that's just from paying. Like, before I ever boosted anything, I think I had maybe a couple hundred likes, and that was just from like friends and family that knew I was in It Works, like people already on my Facebook, I guess. All the other people, the strangers, it's not like you can't really follow people that way. So you have to boost your ad to get people to like your stuff, to come to your page. And it's really hard to get people to look at it. So in my opinion, I would always say, don't do a business page. The reason I keep mine going is because I've built, so those 4,000, I'm like, I have to show at least 1% of them. So I still will post every now and then, or I'll pay to do an ad. Other than that, I don't spend my time on my business page, besides with the potentials. So personal Facebook is where you're going to get the most between those two. So you are going to have, I'm trying to remember the numbers. Okay, so he said most people on average have, how many, Lauren, do you remember how many people he said on Facebook, the numbers, the averages of it, of people that see your posts? I had it written down somewhere, but I know you.
Yeah. I mean, I have it written down too. He just said like,
it was like 1,500 posts a day go through.
That's just, yeah, but that's the average. That's like, say you have only like 400 friends or something like that. So we have even more friends than that. So ours is going to be even more spread out. So like pretty much is what he was saying is you see one out of every or someone sees one out of every 5 posts that you make.
Okay. I knew there were some numbers and I was really wanting to figure them out, but I know it's like a big number. It was like 1,500 posts a day.
Like there's,
100. You're only going to see about 300 of those. So Facebook is fighting. Basically, your posts are fighting for a spot on people's news feeds. So there's a whole bunch of tips you have to follow now, because if you're just posting a whole bunch of like salesy, spammy posts at all, they don't even go in people's news feeds. Nobody ever sees them. So if you have posts that literally have 0 likes and 0 comments, 9 times out of 10, nobody's seen them. I mean, there's somebody out there that's usually going to like a post no matter what it is. So if you have nothing on it, most likely nobody's seen your post. So here are some tips. There's different ones, and I'm going to talk on some of them a little more in depth. And I'm still learning stuff. So as I learn stuff, I'll do Zooms for you guys. But right now, I've been following a lot of these tips, and I was kind of, honestly, I want to be honest with you all. I was starting to get burnt out on social media because I felt like I was not getting as many potentials unless I paid to boost an ad, which wasn't like me. And I was like, something has got to be going on, because I work social media every single day. I engage with people. I built to triple with social media. So I've always used it well. And then it seemed kind of slow, which not that, I mean, I could have worked harder and made it work, but I didn't know about all these different algorithms changing, and I was posting the way I thought we were supposed to, and things have changed up a little. So since I started changing those things, I have had potentials left and right, and I've only been doing it for like 3 days, and I've talked to more people than I ever have in the last few months. So really listen to these. If you're really wanting to use social media, write this stuff down. If you want to talk more about it or learn more, we can share the John Eric, the video he did, the Periscope, whatever he did on all of it. But okay, so we used to say post 10 to 12 times a day. Well, don't do that. You don't want to be posting every hour to 2 hours. The reason being, the more you post, the more spammy you look. It makes you look like you're a commercial or an ad, because you're having to post every hour to 2 hours on every hour to 2 hours on every hour. Like, it's just like a robot. It keeps going. So you want to actually it says posting more than 6 times a day actually hurts you more than helping you. So when I was watching the video, he was saying, keep it in that range. On Instagram, I'm doing about 6 to 8, and on Facebook, I'm trying to keep it 5 or 6. And you also want to do, there's a pair, okay, yeah, awesome. Can you share that to the chats? But when you're posting on Facebook, posting 5 to 6 times a day, and you also want to, there's different things you want to do on Instagram and different things on Facebook. But okay, so the times of day. In the morning, everybody looks at their phone when they first get up. So sometime before 9 in the morning is a prime time. So they said it can range all the way from like 6:30, 7 a.m. to 9. But you should, is posted your first post for the day around that time, because you're going to have those morning people who work early in the office and, you know, they're sitting there checking their emails, sipping their coffee before they start their day. So definitely in the morning. Then he said towards the end of the lunch hour, which can be different times for everybody. So to me, that would be like 12:30 to 2-ish, because a lot of people go to lunch around 12. So I'm thinking when people are ending their lunch, it's going to be 12:30, 1:30, you know, around that time. So you want like that mid-afternoon, and then you're going to want around the end of the work day. So that time frame can vary, most, I would say, between 5 and 6, 5 and 7, that area. Now, the prime time for everything, your best post should be towards the night. So after 9:30 p.m., that's when most people get their kids put to bed. They're finally winding down and wanting to, you know, just scroll on Facebook, whatever, and check things out. And that's where they're going to see your posts. So you want to make sure your best posts are going to be those posts around 9 and later. So make sure you're keeping a very good before and after, and a very good, or not even a before and after. We're going to talk about that too, but just really good quality pictures. If you do a before and after, it needs to be really high quality and not blurry and a bunch of words all over it. It needs to look like, hey, this customer just showed me their real corporate before and after picture. And you can find all the corporate approved pictures in our groups. If you need more, let us know, but make sure they have that disclaimer on them. So when you're sharing a really good picture for that, and then you're going to share a lifestyle post, you need to make sure you're doing after 9 p.m. have done a product post and a lifestyle post at some point at the nighttime, because you want to make sure people are seeing that. Now, the way you do it, some people do the 3-3 rule. I know that's been a big thing. Now they're saying to do more like a 2-2 rule, and that's because if we're only posting 6 times a day on Facebook, we don't want to have 3-3 rule, and then we have 3 before and afters, 3 lifestyle posts, and nothing in between, and all they see is it works, and it drives people crazy. So you want to cut it down and make sure some point of the day you shared a product post and a lifestyle post, and some point of the night you shared a lifestyle post and a product post. Now, if you want to incorporate more lifestyle posts, you can do that by all means, because lifestyle posts are supposed to be pictures of you and your family and things you're doing and things that you're dreaming about and stuff like that anyway. So that's a bit different, because that's just your life. But definitely before and afters and product posts, you just want to be excited and talk more about pictures. I took a picture of me holding a bottle of Cleanse, and I had so many likes on that picture compared to just a picture of Cleanse or somebody with results from the Cleanse. But in the pictures of you with products, you can put a testimony. You can sit there and say, hey, I use this Cleanse and lost 6 pounds. You know, if you took the Cleanse and lost 6 pounds, or you can share somebody else's story with the picture of you and the products. But it goes a long way doing it like that, because it's more personal, and people are like, oh, they use the products, they have products on the, you know, they're going to tell us about these products and be excited. That's why we always talk about make sure you're running an auto ship, which we'll get into that, you know, in a different Zoom, and I'm sure you guys have seen tons of stuff on that. But being a product of the product is so very important, and then you're able to share your journey, share other people's journeys, take pictures. You just keep the excitement going that way. So 2 by 2 is what we're going to call it now. 2 by 2. You want 2 before and afters and 2 lifestyle posts of the day. And then you want other, if it's motivational pictures, if it's selfies, if it's anything that interests you. But don't make your profiles exciting, you guys. Make them clear, crisp. You want just everything to look really nice and engaging. Like, you want to stop at okay, say I'm scrolling on Facebook. I want to stop at something that looks really good and be like, oh, wow, that picture is awesome. I love it. And want to read about it. You don't want it to be, oh, that's blurry. Like, why? Sometimes I see people's posts and I'm like, why did they even post that? Like, I can't read it. And then other times I'm like, well, it's a learning process. I understand that we all learn, but you want stuff to look nice, professional, because it's a business, you're owning your own business. Okay, hold on, I lost my list. Okay, posting your link, even with the .com in words or a space between it, hurts you more than it helps you. Because anything that's going to show up, even a space, like Facebook isn't stupid, it's really smart. It knows if there's a space there. Yes, it lets you post it, but it's going to still think of that post as more spammy. So that's why we say to get the personal information from somebody and contact them with your website. Walk them through the steps and make it more personable anyways. You don't want to just say, order my products, here's my website. You want to take them through this is regular price, but I can, get you my discount doing the 90-day challenge, and then ask them, are you ready to get started? They say yes, and then you say, okay, let me walk you through the steps, and you go from there. You can also, it's really important to try and get people's information to just put the orders in yourself. If you're confident in knowing that you have your own business and that, this is your business, people get scared, but you go on Amazon all the time and order products. We're a business. We're ordering for them. And that can a lot of time help the confusion of having addresses match and things like that. Some people are good at it. Some people don't like to, and they like to do the steps. That's fine too. Just, you don't ever want to just put your website on the pictures. Because it definitely looks like a sales ad. Let's see. Tagging friends in a post that are not actually in the picture with you at the moment hurts you more than helps you. This being said, it's because, okay, say I've seen people where they'll tag like 20 of their friends in one of their before and afters because they want people to see it and they want it to be on people's news feeds, but actually, a lot of people have that where you have to give permission to allow it on your newsfeed and or your profile or whatever. And if people deny it, that post gets knocked back down to however many, I don't know what you call it, however many levels down they go, but it goes away. So
timeline review.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what it says on Facebook, because y'all all need to have timeline review. Like, have it on your Facebook so you can, what's it called? So you can let people, so you can monitor what goes on your timeline. Like, I have to accept a timeline. I have to accept it before it actually goes onto my timeline.
Yeah, and that's, yes, because there's idiots out there that'll just like post anything on your newsfeed or your profile. But, okay, so if you're going to tag somebody in a post and you know for a fact they're going to approve that post, like it being your spouse, hopefully knowing your spouse won't deny it, you want to make sure it's just somebody that's going to allow it on their timeline. That way, or I wouldn't tag at all unless it's people that are in that picture, of course. Okay. Okay, copying and pasting someone else's post is the worst thing you can do. And I know that sounds crazy because when most of us started, what did they say? Copy and paste, copy and paste. I know. Everybody tells us to do that. You can copy and paste. You can get the ideas, but he said you have to change at least 20% of the wording for it not to be marked as spammy like the other things you were copy and pasting. That is included in cold messaging. So I'm going to give you guys some tips that are not on here that I did today, taking some of this And I changed up some of my cold messaging because we all share that product tester 40% off message. And I don't know if everybody has, but me personally, I have had people say, you don't know how many times I've gotten this message. And yes, a lot of us are like, okay, well, we're just running a business, whatever. And you move on. Well, I decided I was going to be a little more personable this time, and I was going to make sure every person I messaged today on Instagram, I've done about 40 so far. So it's taken a little bit more time, but I've made sure since we're not posting every hour, I'm making sure to talk and engage with more people every hour. And that's kind of how I'm switching things up to make myself stay on a schedule and be busy. I'm looking at Danielle because we talked about this, and that's what I'm going to do. Instead of being used to, in my head, I've been used to posting every hour to 2 hours every single day. And we were talking about how it kind of throws you off when you're told, scratch that, don't do that anymore, post every 3 to 4 hours. That's when I was like, okay, we have to do something else where we're staying busy and keep going. And I decided, okay, I'm going to engage with people as much as I can. I'm going to go back to, liking, commenting, following more people, and really building my social media. So I did that the last couple of days. Anybody I message, I've been liking. I put in my head, it's going to be my new rule. I have to like at least 3 pictures and comment on 1 before I message them. That way I'm engaging with them right before I message them, so they're getting the notifications and my name is staying fresh in their mind. So you can do more. I just made that to be my minimum so I could get more messages done for the day. So I was liking 3 pictures or more, and I was commenting on at least 1 of them, and then I messaged them according to their pictures. Like if they had kids, I said, it looks like you're a busy mom. And I just introduced myself. I said, hi. I can't remember exactly what I said now. I was like, hi, I'm Amber, Triple Diamond with It Works. I said, I see that you follow me and I just wanted to reach out and connect with you. And that's when I would bring something in like, you look like you're a busy mom with your kids, or anything that I could pull from their profile. If I couldn't pull anything from their profile, I just stuck with the product tester type thing afterwards and told them, I know this is random, but I'm looking for product testers to help me out. And I just changed it up for everyone, even if it was just a sentence or 2 or something. I made sure I was not just copying and pasting, but after engaging with the people first and then sending that and being more like, hey, Ashley, or hey, Jennifer, or, saying their name and making it more personal and not just looking for the sale, just copy and pasting like a robot and looking for the sale. I have had so much more feedback today and yesterday than I have in months from just random people. I've also been trying to really make my pictures look really nice and crisp, and I've done videos, and I've noticed a huge difference just in the last 2 days. It's crazy. Like the excitement's there, I know, because I'm like trying new things. I'm doing the video, the Facebook Live, but just taking some of these tips have changed already. I'm talking to people when I felt like I wasn't as much as I should have been. Okay, so copy and pasting, if you're going to do it, not that you can't take the ideas. Of course you can. We all take, the ideas. You just want to change them up a little bit. Maybe add your personality, put your slang in it. Everybody says whatever, hey girl, hey, hi there, hey girl, how are you, whatever, however you say it. Change stuff up a little bit. Put your contact information, like your phone number, in there. Just something to change it up. Change the emojis up a little bit, and then that would be fine. You can still use ideas, but be creative and put your own just personality on your post. Sharing photos that aren't yours will hurt you more than help you. So when you share people's pictures, instead of save that picture to your device and then share it, it hurts you because you're advertising for that person you shared the post from. So even videos now, they say, you know, sharing videos is going to draw more people to your post. So I don't know how to really go about that one, but they also say if you share the videos that aren't you just uploading them or you saving the pictures and actually sharing those pictures on your own social media instead of just sharing somebody else's picture, then more people will see if it comes just from you. They're not going to when it's somebody else's. They're just going to see that other person's post. So don't share pictures that aren't, you know, yours, or just save that picture. I do it all the time. I still share funny pictures and quotes and stuff all the time. I just save the picture and then share it. Before and after shouldn't be posted on your page. Now this is something people are having different views on. In my eyes, if I have a really good result picture, I'm always going to share it. That is just for me, because I know sharing results and being excited about sharing people's results have built me a business. I know on social media it might not be the biggest thing, and I'm not going to make my Facebook full of before and afters, but I know I don't want to sit there and tell you guys not to do it with some of these tips that you'll read, because I'm always going to share before and afters. If someone has a good before and after and are excited about it, I'm going to share it, because that's what builds a business to me. Now, you guys have your own opinions on that. You'll see your own stuff. Product posts do bring lots in. I'm not saying don't do that either, but I'm just saying, you know, we have really good corporate approved before and after pictures. So you can definitely, you know, still share before and afters. But holding a product and telling a story about it, and then if people want to see results from those products, then you can message them multiple. Like, that's something I'm going to change. I'm going to do more just sharing one before and after. That's really good. And then if more people want to see it, I will send it in a message if they want to see more results on something, or I will do more of the statuses. Lauren, you're good at doing this one too, where we used to like say, wow, check out my friend in the comments below. And then I'll do some stuff like that. That way I'm not having tons of before and after pictures on my Facebook as soon as you go to it. Friending multiple people a day can actually hurt you. So they're saying they limit themselves to about 10 a day. I do between 10 and 20. I wouldn't do a whole lot more than that, especially on Facebook. I'm not sure so much about how that is with Instagram. I'm still trying to learn if it's all changed on Instagram and Facebook. I know some things have, some things haven't. So it's going to be a process, but, you know, we just have to, like at the end of this one says, remember, social media is always changing and evolving. Don't get upset with the changes, accept the challenge and move on. And that's so true, because how much has social media, like I started the Zoom out with telling you guys, social media has changed so much since day one when I first started. And we can reach 7.5, well, it's probably more than that now, you know, billion people in the world. There's so many people that you can reach with social media. You just really have to learn how to use it. Don't think it's too much. You're basically being you and not fake and not spammy. You're going to be excited about this opportunity you have, and you're going to share your journey. And the more you do that, even if you don't have a journey yet, you can go, you know, tell anybody's story. You can share mine. I posted like 10 stories. I know you guys seen in Team Fearless today when Maria had that thread going. Share other people's stories, get excited about it, but don't overdo it. Don't don't go back to posting 10 to 12 times a day. Try to keep it, I would say, between 6 and 8. I would not ever go more than 8, because they're saying the more you do, the worse it is for you. But being you, and just sharing more things that you're interested in and that you like in your dreams, that's such a good one. Showing people the things this business is going to do for you, even if you haven't actually had that happen yet, like sharing a picture of a car you want or a house you want or anything. I got the most likes sharing that spa that I want to go on my honeymoon that I'm really serious about. So I'm going to keep talking about it, guys, so it actually happens. But I really want to go on it. So I shared a post about that, and everybody was, liking it and talking about it. I had 2 people message me about it and was just talking about the spa because they heard things about it. So right there, I was already building relationships and connecting with people over a dream I have. I did also videos. That's my next thing we're going to talk about. Back here, I did my dream board. I updated it, and I was excited about it because I haven't updated my dream board in a long time. And I've been trying to get my excitement back. And I've just been doing affirmations all over my house. I've been saying because I hit triple and I kind of got stuck to where I was like, oh, I'm triple. I need to keep trying to maintain. I need to keep getting up there. And then things started getting slow and I was starting to freak out instead of worrying about pushing to presidential. So now I got it in my head. That's not the case. I am going to be presidential and I want it by December and I'm going to push for it. And you guys know when I get serious, I get crazy serious and I push really hard. And I'm going to push anybody that wants to come with me really, really hard. But so I did the dream board. I wrote a paragraph of like just where I want to be now that I have, Mom says, yep, yeah, I'm serious. I've already been on there, but so much lately. But I just try to get excited again. And then I was like, okay, everyone says to do videos. I used to do videos. I used to do Zooms all the time. I used to do a lot more in training. And that's just something I love to do is talk. I love to talk. So I decided I need to get back into doing videos. And I did a Facebook Live just showing this poster. I was just talking about it. And I had, within like 5 minutes, I had 30 something views. And then my phone messed up. It like crashed. And then later on, I did a little one about the wrap. And I just talked about the wrap. It was like a mini wrap party. Besides, I didn't go into detail about other products or the opportunity much. I just let there be known there is an opportunity with a $500 Ruby bonus. And I can talk to them more about it. But I just picked a topic and talked about it a little bit. I'm going to try to do, my goal is to do a product of the day. Yesterday, I wanted to start off with wraps, of course. Tomorrow, I'm going to do defining gel. And then, in a couple days, I'm going to do the opportunity. Like, I want to try to do more because when I did the wrap one, I did a 22-minute little live thing. And it was I was just talking. People were commenting, so I was talking to them too. And then Liam came out. But, it wasn't like something I planned or thought a whole lot into. And I had, I don't know how many now, but when I first looked, only, 20 minutes went by and I had 100 and something views on that. So I was like, okay, these videos really are going to be out there or get us out there more. If you are ready to get out of your comfort zone and do some videos, just talk about the products for a few seconds. Or if you're not comfortable doing it about the business yet, just to get your stuff known, and you have kids or you have pets or you are going to the beach or anything, do a video. You don't have to put it on you. Take a video of your pet outside being crazy or on the beach or your kids on vacation, or it depends on what you want to do, but you can do other videos to get your post up because all your videos go to the top of news feeds and you get notifications for anyone that goes live. So, right there, you're getting more in your video. Like, people are getting an extra notification just for your video going. So I would definitely try to get into that. That I think is going to be huge for everybody because, I mean, I had a girl that I talked to on my business page that I added to my Facebook. When I did the video, she was asking me questions during it and she's ordering. So, like, I got somebody ordering from that video that I was just like, oh, I'm going to try my first one and see how it goes. So definitely I'm getting so much more feedback from doing all these tips. So I hope this, was useful to you guys and you learned something on it. If you have any questions, I'm going to look real quick in the chat and see. Okay. My hair, Michelle? Thank you.
Yeah, it's your hair. It looks great. I like the color.
Thank you, thank you. I was excited to change it up. You've inspired me to try video. Good. Yes, Mom, do a video. Everyone try a video. If you're too scared to do a video still, try just doing a video of random stuff, whatever to, get people watching your stuff. Trying to think of any other tips I can think of. Any other questions? Anybody can jump on and ask if you have questions so far. And the more I watch, I'm going to watch this other one of John Eric, but the more I learn, I will do more, Zooms for you guys.
Hey, I do have a question. Like when you're posting, like when you're talking about videos and stuff, are you talking about like doing a video of the product? Because I've done some of those before. Like I did one a while back of like me walking outside and showing the ThermoFit and stuff about how it gives me more energy and stuff. Do you want us to do videos like that, or do you want us? What kind of videos do you want to?
Well, that definitely. Yeah, I've seen some of your product videos. You do good showing people exactly how to use them and everything. Go on Facebook Live. That's where I'm talking about. Periscope's a good one too, but Facebook Live has so many more. I don't know. It's just really up there on Facebook. So many more people will see these, and you can just talk about the products. You can pick a product and talk about it. You can talk about the opportunity. You can talk, literally anything you want the video to be on, because the more on video you are, the more you're going to show up in people's news feeds.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else? Okay.
I wanted to chime in. It's a little off topic, but just something that I've been doing recently, and it's really helped me. I'm a very anxious person, and I get overwhelmed and stressed out very easily. But this I started reading last month, and it's like my Bible now. I got to read it every day. But I went to the store, and I got this one. This has 28 days of things to do. It's like daily tasks, and it just creates a habit for you to have that gratitude, and it shows different ways to do it. And it's literally, you read a couple paragraphs, not paragraphs, chapters, and then it's 28 days written out for things for you to do, keep a journal and everything. So I just wanted to throw that out there. It's another one from The Secret called The Magic.
Yeah, I have been trying. I do the power too. I listen to it. I haven't bought the actual book. I bought the audio. But I'm someone that likes to read a book, so I want to get the book too.
Thank you.
But I definitely heard good things about The Magic too, so I'm excited. But yeah, that is so true. If you feel like you're in a rut, I will tell you, I had all last month I was in a rut. I will just say I still did pretty well and pushed, because I finally got out of it. But the month before that, and then the very beginning of last month, I was in a big rut, and I had to I watched The Secret. I was listening to YouTube videos daily, like 3 to 4 of them. I was listening to The Power and reading You Are a Badass. I was doing both of those. I had to do a lot of like, wake up, you need to keep going, stop getting, upset and just being down on myself and keep pushing. And I finally got out of it, got excited again. I started remembering why I even joined in the first place and remembering where I was 2 years ago. And I get all emotional because I don't want to. This is all stuff I've been doing recently, and it's just, I don't want to be back there ever. Whether the money was there, I mean, money-wise, definitely, but also, like, the person I was. I was such a negative person who thought that this was the crap I was handed and this is what I was going to deal with. And I kept telling myself all the time, I'm a strong person. I can get through it. I'm going to get through it. But I was settling every time. And then I sit there now, and sometimes, like, I was talking to Matt, I think yesterday, telling him, you know, what I went through back then. Like, I can't believe I just settled for anything. Like, I literally lived in a camper at one time with my baby. And that's kind of, I don't like to tell it like that, but there's only 18 people in here, so I will. But, you know, I just went through hard times, and we did what we had to do, and it was hard. It sucked. And I never, ever, 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 I will never be back there, but I don't want anyone else to go through that crap either. And I taught, like, the other day, I had somebody reach out to me, and this might make me cry, so just hold on, but she was a lady that said she was homeless. She was a single mom, recently homeless, and she had been watching me. She was from my business page, and I had talked to her a long time ago before any of this happened, and I guess I always add anybody that talks to me from that page to my personal Facebook, and I honestly, like we all do, I forgot about talking to her. You know, she hadn't responded probably multiple times, and she got lost in my contacts, and she reached out, or she liked a post or something, and I hadn't seen that name. So I messaged her, and I seen that we had talked a long time ago, and she was just telling me a little bit about what was going on, and I felt so bad. And she was like, I'm going to do all I can. And we started talking about different ways she could pre-sell her wraps. And she was like, I actually know some people that would probably get them. And, like, we were just, going through things. And she was like, I'm so excited. I have hope now that I can get out of the situation I'm in. And it just made me break down and, get really emotional about it, because we're in a company that can literally take somebody that's homeless, living on the streets with their children, and change their life forever. And I mean, it's happened. It's happened before. There are people that can tell you their story of living that way with It Works. There's people like our Black Diamonds who are, they were in food lines at church and going to churches to get help with food. I've been there myself. I've been in not only food lines, I've been getting assistance for bills to be paid, and just so embarrassed that I don't even want to show up to, social services to ask for assistance for electricity because my power's getting turned off. But I did what I had to do. I would never let my kids go through that, not having it. And I do what I have to do. And I've lived some crappy situations, and I got out of it, and I kept pushing, and I'm going to always push for them. And that's what I had to do. I had to get excited again, and I had to realize what we had our hands on, what it's done for me and for my friends and for people on here right now I'm talking to, and what we can do. Like, we can all help so many people change our lives, and we need to remember that, and we need to keep thinking about it all the time. Like, this is something that people get negative about it because it's so popular. People want it. It works. So you're going to have those Debbie Downers that are jealous, for one. You're going to have people that don't use products right, for two. That's any business you have. I mean, you can't say there's any business out there that doesn't have somebody being a hater. You're always going to have that, but you're going to overcome it if you want to run your business successfully. And you're not going to let any of the haters talk you down ever. That can happen. I mean, I've let people, not very long, but I have let people make me feel Like, is this worth it? In the beginning, it took me 14 months to start making more than $300 a month. Like, there's a couple higher checks in between that 14 months, but it went back down. And I didn't totally believe in myself, and I wasn't working hard. I said I was working hard, but I wasn't working as hard as I could. Once I did, we brought 5 figures in, we done things I've never, ever, ever imagined. I've been able to give back to people, help, just things. It's been crazy. And the friends I've made have changed my life forever. And they are the ones I run to when I need somebody now. Like, this is my family. And it's just, I want you guys to take the passion that I'm talking about. And I know I kind of turned this, and this is recording, so people watching it are going to be like, she is so off topic. But Danielle started the off topicness, so I kept it going. I just want you guys to be really excited and really push, because you guys, this is not the time to slack. It's July. We still have 5 more months, counting this month. We cannot slack off now. It's only going to keep getting better. Things are only going to keep being announced and coming out. And if you're just settling and just stopping, you're not building your business. You're only hurting yourself. So, okay, I'm done talking.
I was going to say one thing.
Okay, go ahead.
That we both promoted last year in the fall.
Thank you. I've been telling everyone that.
Yeah, like you hit double and I hit diamond in August and September.
In September, guys. That's what I'm telling everyone.
Yeah.
I actually last month did better with loyal customers last month than I have in months. Actually, I think I did more loyal customers last month than the month I went triple. I've actually been getting busier. And Maria, she's been signing I just seen, she said double diamond end of August. Maria's been signing people left and right, guys. I'm talking about multiple distributors, multiple loyal customers. Her and Mike have been killing it. So it's all in our heads. If you feel like you're slow, rethink your why. Because if your why is not big enough and not making you cry, or what is it? If it doesn't make you cry, it's not big enough. So if you're not crying over your why, 2 years later, I'm still crying, talking about the things we can do with It Works, because I'm that passionate about what we do. If you're not there yet, you need to get there. So you need to start taking more steps into you, self-development, finding your purpose, finding what drives you to make this business work for you. Is it your family? Is it that freedom of time? Is it traveling the world? Is it going into Buckle and spending $1,000 and not thinking twice about it? Those are things you can literally do and not think twice about it. And that is on my dream board one day, because I do want to go into Buckle and spend that much money, but that place is too expensive. But those are things we will be able to do one day if you keep going. And then the lives you're going to change, crazy, crazy, crazy. So, yes, I love you, Lauren. I love you. She will save animals too. Lots of them. Okay. Any other questions or anything? Because I have a lot of work to do and my kids don't sleep. So I need to get to work. Yes, Coach bags. Yes, some Louis Vuitton, some Michael Kors, some beach trips, all of the above that we've dreamed of having. Those are things that you can have. All of the people you've wanted to help. I really, really, really want to help homeless people and children in need. That's 2 things that I'm always been very passionate about. I'm the one that always donates that dollar when I don't even know where it's going to, and Matt yells at me constantly. Or I'm donating this or stopping to give, even if it's 50 cents, I want to do it because somebody was there for me one time. So I want to be there for other people. And that's another thing that pushes me. The further and further I go into making money with this company and realizing what it can do, the bigger my whys keep getting on the people I can touch and help. And I'm so passionate about that. And I want, to just keep pushing, and I want you all to do it with me, and I want us all to be on that island with Mark and Cindy and Pam and Mike Patillo and all of them, and all of us sitting there sipping our whatever drinks and enjoying that island. So, and the cruise, you guys come on, the cruise is huge. Like literally, if you get to Ruby or you build anyone under you to Ruby, it's double points, 5,000 points. So if you have 0 distributors under you, it's okay. I've had personally plenty of distributors on my team that built to Ruby in a month. I have another girl, Tiffany, who she's my Emerald, but she built her to Ruby in a month and her fiance to Ruby in a month. So and I think it was this time of year they signed up too, because it was cruise time last year. Yeah. So you guys, don't let the summer and fall be any reason to make it feel like it's slow. Take these social media tips, take any other tips. Hopefully you've, learned something, felt something, whatever, all of the above on this Zoom. But I'm going to go work. I will post this in the chats as well once it uploads. And if anyone has any questions or needs more help on their social media, just let me know. All right. Bye, everybody. Have a good night.
Goodbye.